Hey, this is Jordan Belfort, the real Wolf of Wall Street, and you're listening to the Anthony Rogers Show.
Welcome back to the greatest show in the universe. Today's guest, rapper Rocky Maverick. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm all right. Thanks for
Awesome.
having me.
No, thanks for coming on. So you're from St. Louis?
Yeah, born and raised, man.
Awesome. What was that new video that just came out? Like, what was that? Like, tell me a little bit about that. That was crazy. Like it was really good.
At the beginning it says, protect yourself. This is America. So I didn't want anybody to think that like I just put a whole bunch of guns in the video just to be looking like some thug or gangster and no shit like that. Being that the times and stuff that we're going through, everybody should have one. You know what I mean? Not to be on the offensive, but for the defensive, you know what I mean? So it was like more of a statement video. Plus, I wanted to have some cameos of people that I know and that I'm close of. I got a lot of videos that just have me in it, so a lot of people wanted to get in the videos, you know what I'm saying? So that was a way to get me to do that as well.
That was cool, man. Is Rocky Maverick your actual name, or is it a stage name, or?
Oh, definitely a stage name. I've been going by, I used to be called Rockstar back in the early 2000s. And I don't know if you remember the whole party like a rock star thing. Everybody started doing that. It was like a big thing. So I shortened it up and made it Rocky. And then after that, I put the Maverick at the end because, well, my favorite basketball team is the Mavericks. I'm probably the biggest Maverick fan in St. Louis. And my favorite movie, Top Gun, with Maverick. So there you go. So I just put them together, Rocky Maverick. It kind of sounded right and it went together. So yeah, that's how it went.
No, that's awesome. That's a cool story. How many songs would you say you have out right now? Like,
Oh man, 10, at least about 40. They're all on every platform. So Apple, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube. You can find my stuff anywhere basically. So yeah.
That's awesome. And we'll play one of your songs at the end of for the listeners, they'll hear one of your new songs at the end of this video or the end of the
Cool.
audio if you're listening on Spotify or whatever else. So, yeah, it's cool. I appreciate it. So what got you into rapping, I guess?
Poetry.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was in high school, I used to do poetry a lot. And one of my friends, he was a big rapper. He was on the rap stuff really hard. And he was like, man, you should stop doing that and stop doing poetry and make some raps. And I was like, I don't want to be a fucking rapper. I didn't want to rap at all. To be honest, music was just a source of having fun and like to listen to. I never wanted to create music listening to it. So after like around 99, 2000, like I started listening to like Eminem was big, DMX. So Eminem was really one of the biggest reasons I started rapping because I could relate to him as far as going to a bunch of different schools, having to readjust to friends and shit like that, being bullied and shit like that. So I thought it was dope. I had never heard anybody rap about that type of shit. So that made me want to rap and know that you can get personal with the stuff that you actually rap about. So that's how it came about.
That's cool. Who'd you say your top, I guess, top 3 favorite rappers would be?
Man, Eminem, Jay-Z, and this one's just out of left field, but I love Young Buck. Young Buck, like one of my favorite G-Unit rappers. I always fuck with G-Unit. So right now, 50, he really ain't rapping. Lloyd ain't rapping no more. So Young Buck still brings out shit. I still follow him. So hopefully, I'm actually trying to contact him now and get a record done. So hopefully by next year, that'll be dope. I can have a record with one of my favorite artists. That'd be nice.
That is awesome. Is that in the works right now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to see what kind of budget it would take. I mean, whatever it takes. If I don't have it now, I can have it whenever I save it up. So, it's just about trying to make it happen. Making sure that if he does do it or if it works out that social media presence will be there, video, stuff like that. I just try to make sure everything's prepared because I want to maximize it. I wouldn't just want to get the feature and that's it. You know what I mean? So hopefully, if that does come about, we keep contacting, we can get a personal relationship, and then that's even better. You know what I mean?
That's cool, yeah. So how long have you been in music now, I guess, so far?
You said how long?
Yeah.
I've been doing music for a while, over 10 years. So I know it's been longer than like 2008, 2007. That's when I had my studio. So I kind of stopped doing the studio stuff to how can I say, focus on my brand more. Cause I had a cool studio, but the sound and stuff wasn't like as crazy, you know, as good as the stuff that I do now. So I had to actually go to a professional studio and do things like that. So I could say in the last 4 to 5 years, I got really serious with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got really serious. Then I got married as well. So I had got married around the time where I did my debut album, and then I had to like stop everything because my wife told me to. It's like, you spending too much money. We got a wedding. So I stopped that. And then after that, I told myself whenever I got back in it that I'll be able to like really go hard. So I took a hiatus. I stopped for like 2 or 3 years. I started going to everybody else's shows. I started going to all different shows, checking out all these other artists, seeing what they were doing, seeing what works for them that I can use for my stuff, whether it's a show set, debuts when they come out, how they bring their videos out. Like I just studied all the people that were mastered their crafts so I can be ready to do that when I came out. So.
Cool, cool. Where do you see yourself in 5 years with music? Like, what are some goals and stuff like that?
To be honest, I just that's a good question. 5 years music wise. I mean, I'm independent now. I think that's the route that a lot of people want to take. Of course, we all looking for the bag, as they call it. You know, you want to make, you know, money. And then it's so subjective because everybody, you have a person to tell you you should not look for a deal. Then you have a person that tells you that you should be. And it's always the artists with the deals that tell you that you should not get the deal. So that's a funny thing to me. Like, I don't get this. So I just want to, I know by next year I want to work with a major artist. And then I think from there, things will grow and open because maybe by working with a major artist, then I could actually find managers that actually look for talent, you know what I'm saying, that people that can help you get in a position to monetarily live off of music. I guess that's what the next 5 years would be. If I can make a good, I mean, right now I make 50,000 myself. If I can make half of that doing music, I'll stop going to work. You feel me? So
Right. That's
yeah,
real.
I guess that's, yeah. So if I could pay some bills with music in the next 5 years, that'd be dope.
That's cool. Yeah, and that's good goals to have and stuff. I think it's very honest too. Like I think you're just like, I like just like giving honest answers rather than like hyper bullshit, which are kind of like you're just like, no, this is the actual answer. Like,
Yeah, no. Like I said before we got on, and that's another thing too. The typical, I don't know, everybody, some people have their image of what a rapper should be, what it should look like, how they should sound, and all of that shit like that. And that's what's funny was I just saw this clip by like 21 Savage or something. He was like, rap is the only thing that you can do where people like really judge you off everything you say and do. But Denzel Washington, he can play a cop, he can play a teacher, he can play Malcolm X. Like nothing that he does on camera is real at all, but they respect him and look at him as a successful person. So it's like,
that's a
as
good
a
point.
rapper, it's like, oh, so you didn't kill all those people you said you killed in your songs? Oh, so you didn't sell that dope that you said you did and all of that? Well, no, the point was for you to listen to it and enjoy it and get an imagery for it because I'm creating something. So, and most of the time, like I try to talk about stuff that I do and that I'm about, but sometimes I make songs and I might just want to take myself to a place that actually reality can't take me. So it's like, man, you know, you damned if you do, damned if you don't.
That's a good answer, man. That's good.
Yeah.
So you said you're from St. Louis? You born and raised? You said.
Yes, sir.
What
Born and raised.
what high school? Typical question.
I went to Central Visual Performing Arts.
Cool.
So that's kind of what a creative, you know, like I was doing poetry, And then after that, I really got good with words and stuff. So yeah, like I did photography there, spoken word, creative writing and shit like that. So that kind of gave me a advantage or gave me a start, you know what I'm saying, to want to write.
That's cool, man. Like, so what is it like to be an artist like right now during like the current situation we're in without like as many live shows or anything like that? Like, what do like rappers and artists kind of do right now? Like, or yourself, I guess. Like,
Man, this shit whack, man. This shit whack. Like
that's real.
2020 was supposed to be my I mean, I dropped Dead Red at the top of 2020, and then everything just like my ball started rolling, like everything was going great. And then I remember doing the interview at My City, My Radio, and they were like, "Yeah, so what do you think about COVID?" I'm like, "It's bullshit. That's some bullshit." I'm like, "How do you know something's coming before it even gets here?" Like, I'm like, "They on some bullshit." And then, well enough it come, and then it wasn't no bullshit. So I was like, "Damn, that was kind of an insensitive answer." So right now, you gotta dominate the internet game. Like, it's cats that wasn't doing internet stuff now that are, because they got to. They don't have another choice. You can't go and do, you know, the shows that you want. Now, I do got a show set up this weekend, but it's outside. So that's the first one I've
Where's that at?
Is at My City, My Radio. It's actually on like South Broadway. I don't know the exact address. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. People can Google it. My City, My Radio, and what time?
Yeah, it's actually from like 3 to 6. Actually it's the event starts from 12 to 3. I mean, from 12 to 3, it'll be like a charity event. They're gonna have like blow up little castles and stuff for the kids to play with and all this stuff like that. And I think that it's also like a fundraiser going on. So all of the tickets that's being sold, if the artist don't keep the money, it goes to like a fundraiser or a charitable event type of deal. So that's always cool. And
That's cool. That's Saturday, you said?
that's Saturday. Yeah, it's
Okay,
actually
cool.
Saturday. It's Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, but I'll be there Saturday.
Awesome. What time's your set again?
It starts at 3. They really didn't give me a time, and I don't mind that. Like, if I come to a show, I try to come to a show, and when I get there, I'm going to stay to the end. You know, just to give the respect to the other artists that's there. Not, you know, don't want to make it seem like, oh, I came in, did my set, now it's time for me to go. You know, so yeah,
No, I
I'll
like
be
that.
there. Yeah, I'll be there from 3 till after 6, hopefully. And, you know, if I meet some cool people, mingle, and, you know, network afterwards.
Cool, man. Well, do you want to throw out some social media people would follow you on before we get out of here, and like we'll play your song after this? Like,
Oh, yeah. Rocky Maverick on Facebook, of course. Rocky Maverick 41 on everything else. So that'd be Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. I also got a website, like a link tree, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm trying to get my YouTube followers up. So, you know, just type me Rocky Maverick, you know, give you